Hi, my name's Josh and today I'm going to be talking you through how to unbox and assemble your industry crispy. When opening the box, just be careful not to injure yourself on any of the staples as they are quite sharp. As you can see, the internal packaging on industry bikes is slightly different. This is due to being manufactured in Germany, although it does allow for safe and secure transportation. Next, remove the rest of the components from the box and you're ready to begin assembling your industry crispy. In the small accessories box, you'll find a set of pedals, front brake caliper, front brake lever, cable and ends, along with a BMX owner's manual. Today I'm using a bike stand, although it's not necessary in order to assemble your bike. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is insert the seat into the frame. If you want to just make sure that the minimum insertion line is within the frame, and then use a 5mm Allen key to tighten the bolt. The next thing I'm going to do is install the bars on the bike. The first thing you'll need to do is loosen all 4 bolts which attach the faceplate to the stem. Then insert the bars to the stem and reattach the faceplate. You'll need to use your 6mm spanner to tighten the bolts. When finalising the tension on your stem, if you just want to make sure you use a cross formation to avoid uneven stress on the faceplate. When your bars are nice and secure, the next thing we'll do is attaching the brake lever. If you want to make sure you thread the cable through the front of the bars and then use a 5mm Allen key to loosen the bolt on the back of the lever. If you then attach the clamp around the bars and tighten the bolt. The next thing we're going to be doing is attaching the pedals to the cranks. If you just want to make sure that the left and right markings correspond to the right side of the bike to avoid cross-threading. When attaching the right pedal, you want to use a clockwise-like motion. And then if you want to take your 15mm pedal spanner and just make sure that that bolt is nice and taut. Repeat the same on the left hand side, just make sure that you tighten the pedal anti-clockwise. Okay, one of the final things you're going to need to do is insert the wheel into the forks. If you just want to make sure that you insert the retainer washers to the cutouts on the forks and then tighten the bolt using a 15mm spanner. Now the bike's upside down, it's an ideal time to adjust and dial in your brake. The Crispy uses a simplified A-fix gyro system, which by internally mounting the gyro reduces it to only 1 cable, whilst retaining maximum brake performance. The first thing you want to do when setting up your rear brake is check that both pads touch the rim at the same time. If not, you'll need to adjust the spring tension on either side of the caliper. There. To adjust the spring tension on the brake caliper, you'll need a 13mm spanner and a 5mm Allen key. If you loosen the top bolt, adjust the spring tension and then tighten. There are 3 adjustment points for the brake on the bike. I'd advise that you adjust the lower cable first so that the gyro sits as closely to the tab as possible. I'd then remove any additional slack using the upper 2 adjustment points. Before tightening the bolts on the side of the stem to clamp it to the forks, you'll first need to make sure that it's in line with the front wheel. It's easiest to do this on the floor, and it's best to just check from above by eye, and once happy, just tighten the bolts on the side of the stem using a 6mm Allen key. Once fully assembled, you might just want to double check that all the pre-installed bolts are nice and taut. Before riding your bike, you will need to check that the pressure in your tyres is correct. Make sure that it corresponds to the PSI reading on the side of the tyre. Now your Crispy is fully assembled, it's time to take it for a ride. If you do have any problems, feel free to contact us.